What's up guys and welcome back to my channel. As I'm sure you're well aware, Saints legend Drew Brees retired earlier this week, marking a 20-year NFL career. So today I thought it'd be fun to look back at his career, look at what he's accomplished, look at his stats, and then discuss why I believe he's at least a top 5 quarterback of all time, if not top 3. Drew Brees was drafted with the 32nd overall pick in the 2000 NFL Draft in the second round by the San Diego Chargers. Now, he played in San Diego for just 5 seasons before signing in free agency with the New Orleans Saints in 2006. He was a legend for both teams, but the Saints is definitely where the prime of his career happened. With both teams, he was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and his numbers show that. Starting off with the passing yard stats, Drew Brees has thrown for over 80,000 passing yards in his career, which is first all time. Now, Tom Brady is only 1,000 yards behind him, meaning that he will break this record next year, but second all time for passing yards with over 80,000, that's not too bad. He averaged 4,017 passing yards a year and also averaged 280 passing yards per game, which is second all time, trailing only Patrick Mahomes. Now, in NFL history, there have been 12 5,000 yard passing seasons. Drew Brees owns 5 of those, meaning he owns 41.6% of the 5,000 yard passing seasons by a quarterback in NFL history, which is actually crazy. Drew was also very accurate in his career, completing over 7,000 passes on 10,551 attempts, leaving him with a 67.7% completion percentage, which is second all time. He averaged 357 completions per year, 527 attempts per year, and also averaged 24.9 completions per game, which is first in NFL history. As for touchdowns, Brees threw 571 of them, putting him second all time, while only throwing 243 interceptions, which is 13th most all time. He had an average ratio of 28 touchdowns to 12 interceptions each year, which is 5th all time, and also has a 5th best rating in NFL history with a 98.7 rating. In addition to stats, Drew also had many awards throughout his career. He was a 13-time Pro Bowler, a first-team All-Pro one time, and also won the 2010 Super Bowl against the Indianapolis Colts, where he would go on to win Super Bowl MVP. He also won the 2004 AP Comeback Player of the Year Award, the 2006 Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, as well as AP's Offensive Player of the Year in 2008 as well as 2011. So looking at all of these awards and stats, it made me think that, Drew's a top 5 quarterback. And then I got to thinking, and I was like, why is he not ever in the GOAT discussion? A lot of people say Tom Brady is the GOAT because he has 7 rings, and although that's very impressive, rings are definitely a team accomplishment. And looking at Drew's stats, it seems like he did everything he could to help his team win rings. Obviously, Drew can't go play special teams or go play defense, meaning that the only impact he can have to help his team get wins, let alone Super Bowl wins, just wins in general, is by passing the ball. And looking at these stats and these numbers, he actually did his job, and so for that reason I feel like we have to include him in the GOAT discussion. So, because people have considered Tom Brady the GOAT because of his 7 rings, I decided let's compare the two and really find out who's the better quarterback as of now. Currently, Drew leads Tom Brady in passing yards, completion percentage, and rating. He also has more completions on less attempts than Tom Brady does. Drew also averages more completions per game as well as more yards per game, and is only 10 touchdowns behind Tom Brady. Now, obviously that puts him second all time, but when looking at the games played, Tom Brady has played in 14 more career games than Drew Brees has. Brady is currently second all time in games played by a quarterback, playing in 301 games, trailing only Brett Favre, who's played in 302 games. Drew Brees, meanwhile, has only played in 287 games, meaning that he leads Tom Brady in all of those stats and categories I just told you about, playing in 14 less games. What this tells me is Drew's efficiency is actually insane. And I'm not here to argue if he's better than Tom Brady or if he's better than Peyton Manning or Joe Montana or anyone else you want to argue about. What I'm here saying is that Drew Brees deserves a spot at the table when it comes to GOAT discussions. But let me know your guys' thoughts about Drew Brees' career down in the comment section below, and also let me know where you rank him amongst the greatest quarterbacks of all time. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.